Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. It's a special video today because right now we have the new Jeep Compass Trailhawk edition. This edition is made to go off-road, made to go and enjoy the outdoors and every terrain possible that you will see out there. So you've got some towing hooks, you've got a more aggressive look, you've got better tires also if you choose a Jeep with that package, and you've got protection plate under the vehicle. You will get also some special mechanical components to help you get over some bad terrain. But right now with the vehicle that we have, you have to note that ground clearance is at 8.5 inches. That's not too bad. There's also aggressive approach angle that you will get, 30 degrees approach angle. What's an approach angle? If you've got a big rocks and your tire coming in, you've got a certain angle that you can take it to be sure not to hit any part of your underbody. And that's the same thing for departure angle. The more aggressive departure angle that you get, the less you will hit something if you get down off an object, let's say a rock or a hill. And in off-road, that's important. You don't want to hit anything under your vehicle because it's going to be major component sometime. That's great because right now we've got protection plate under the vehicle, so it's body armored if you want. And you can note also that the breakover angle is 24 degrees. So when it comes to the Jeep Compass, we've got a unique active terrain mode that we can use. So first of all, it's called the Select Terrain Active Drive Low. There's going to be a special button here which is exclusive to the Trailhawk, and it's a full-time 4x4 system with a 20.1 crawl ratio. It's gonna lock in first gear if you press that button. It will be able to send 100% of available torque to any one of the wheels that needs it. But first of all, let's talk about those drive modes. You've got auto, snow, sand, mud, rock that you can choose, and it's gonna change the shifting pattern of the transmission. It's gonna change also on how fast the rear wheel will engage in those different setting mode. It will act on the traction control system. It will act also on the transmission of power. Where do you want power to be sent the fastest depending on the mode? So if you've got sand, well, it's not gonna act the same way that if you're rock crawling and you want the better traction possible. In sand, you don't want to sunk the ship too fast because you're gonna get stuck there. But in mud, you want really some fast action to be sure that you're gonna be able to get at the end of the big mud hole. So in auto mode, it's for everyday driving. It's gonna disconnect the rear and act as a front wheel drive vehicle. And when we tested this mode, it's kind of a little bit slower to react, but it's much more appropriated to everyday driving. As soon as you're gonna need the four-wheel drive, the system will do it automatically. You don't need to lock anything. And it's gonna be perfect for on-road or light off-road, just some wet grass or something like that where you don't need maximum traction. If you press the lock button now, the system won't think about it. It's gonna be locked in front to rear. But still, once again, you can select the best mode, which is suited for the terrain that you're gonna see up in front of you. Let's talk about snow. What do you want in snow? The better traction possible without losing it. It's slippery. Ice is slippery. You don't want to lose that traction. So it's gonna act on the engine acceleration. It's gonna act also on the transmission, even sometimes starting into second gear. You want the maximum traction control possible to keep the grip, and you're gonna be sure not to slide over and lose the traction. The next mode is gonna be mud. In this mode, you want to be able to cross the mud pit without being stuck there. So the tire need to be empty of the mud. So you want maximum acceleration, you want some power where it's gonna roll, it's gonna slip in some kind of way, but you're gonna be sure to get some momentum to cross the bad mud pit. So let's get real here. It's not mud tire, it's not really AT tire, it's HT tire. It's better than regular tire, but those are not the one that you want to go too deep in the mud with those, even if you got that famous mud mode that you can select. Sand, well, what you don't want to happen is sand is dive the vehicle quickly and get stuck there because you're doing too much wheel spin. You want to control traction the most efficient possible and maximize the speed so that you won't dig yourself into that nasty stuff. But still, I love the mud mode into the sand action because it's giving you the momentum that you need to go over the hill though. And the last mode is rock mode. This is where you've got a four-wheel drive drive, low button that you can engage. But remember, this is not a transfer case. It's some kind of crawling ratio, 20:1, and the transmission will stay in first gear to give you the better traction possible. And you will see sometimes the traction control light blink so quickly, and it will keep you at low speed but give you maximum traction for those rocks out there. It's not a locker, but it's still working really well. It's impressive in that mode how much traction the Jeep Compass can get. You've got also a downhill assist system where you can limit the speed. Once again, you don't want to lose traction down that wet grass because you're gonna see it's gonna go real fast down the hill if it's a step hill. And you've got the possibility to go as deep as 19 inches of water fording in that vehicle. You have to know that this is a vehicle with a lot of capabilities, but remember, big off-road stuff, it might not be the perfect one for this. Still, lower the pressure of your tire a little bit. Why not change them for 80 tires if you're planning to do some more aggressive stuff out there? And be careful, do not exceed the limit of the system. We tried them into sand. If you hold the accelerator too long, the transmission will tend to build some heat, but the system will tell you, hey, I'm not capable of doing that, and it will shut down. So you will be back to two-wheel drive mode. So stick within the normal off-roading stuff that you can do. If you're thinking about much aggressive there, well, think about a Wrangler. This is pretty much the ultimate off-road machine that you can choose right now in the Jeep lineup. But hey, I want to hear from you guys. Where do you like to go off-roading? Which one is your favorite mode? Snow, sand, mud, rock? Well, feel free to comment that in the section down there below. We hope you enjoyed that video and get ready because it's the diagonal test who's coming up soon. Take care, see you another time on another video of Car Question.